Hi everybody, I'm Skip Elsheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show, where we watch old 16mm films and look back at our past, our cultural past. Today is another pre-recorded show because I wasn't able to get in front of a camera or get a decent internet connection, but what we're doing is looking at some of the films that we've shown in the past and shows that I've done in the past. So this the series is AV Geeks Sell Out, and so these are films about salesmanship and how to be a good salesperson. And we're going to go ahead and start off with this film was distributed by Disney, but it's not really a Disney film, and hopefully I won't get dinged for it. It's called The Cookie Kid, and this comes on the heels of, many of you probably know somebody who has a Girl Scout. And so this is about a very successful, if not the most successful, Girl Scout cookie salesperson. Enjoy.
I was on the phone with my sister, and frankly, I was annoyed when the bell rang.
At first, I thought it was just another sales pitch.
Who is it?
She was very persistent.
She was very, very polite.
Very persistent.
Oh, she's honest.
She showed me what they had, and they have what I like.
I never thought they'd be any good, but I really believed her.
I've been in business a long time, and I know that the more people you see, the more you're going to sell. And she sees a lot of people.
Well, hi.
Hi, Mr. Derby. My name is Marquita Andrews, and I'm one of your neighbors. I'm selling Girl Scout cookies. Would you like to buy some?
Marquita Andrews has sold more cookies in a single year than anyone else in the history of the Girl Scouts. Recently, we talked to Marquita about herself and how she does it.
Once you start, you have to stick to it and not just say, oh, I don't want to do anymore. Let's quit. I've sold enough. When I was 6 years old, I sold 648 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. The next year, I sold 1,148 boxes. And this year, my goal was to sell 2,000. The Samoas, which is, I set a goal so I know how much I want to reach, and I wouldn't keep on changing it.
I don't think we're going to be very good customers for you. We're all on diets in my house.
Would you like a dietetic cookie? Because they have the granola. I always find out what people like and what they need. Because if they need dietetic foods, well, they could have those and they couldn't say that they can't eat those.
Well, maybe I'll take 2 boxes.
Why don't you take 3, because you can give it to somebody who's also on a diet.
All right, I'll take 3 boxes then.
Please sign your name.
All righty.
I get help from my aunt, and she helps me by collecting the money and giving the change and a lot of other things. When you grow up, you'll have help from secretaries and computers and things like that. But it's really nice to have an aunt to help you.
Here's your 50 cents.
Okay, thank you. I'm in advertising and marketing, and I meet a lot of very high-powered salespeople in my profession. And when she started talking, I knew that she really knew her business, and she really knew how to sell her product, and she did a very, very good job of it. She convinced me.
I find my customers where I know they might be, because a lot go to do the laundry, and some go to get their mail at 12, so I go there. I go where I think most people are. Excuse me, but would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? Well, I try to talk to a certain number of people every day, even if I'm tired.
And granola.
How many boxes?
Just 1 of each.
Would you like to buy some more for your friends or if you have parties?
Okay, yeah. The peanut butter ones for my brother.
This one?
The peanut butter?
If somebody wants to take an order and they don't have the money, well, I'll ask them, would another day be right? Do you have the money with you?
No, I don't.
And what time that day? That they would be home, you know, so I could get the money.
How about 5?
Okay. Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? Why don't you buy 2 each? They're really good.
I know they are. They are delicious.
Not a bad idea.
Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
I don't think I will be.
Is there something wrong with them?
Oh, I didn't say I didn't like them. I like them very, very much.
Thank you anyway.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
I'd love to buy them, but my niece is
Some Girl Scout cookies.
No, I don't eat anything but health cookies, thanks.
If they don't like cookies, well, I tell them that there's this new one that's called granola, and it's a nature cookie. It's not supposed to have that much sugar.
Okay, I'll buy 1 box, okay? I'm in a bit of a hurry. Let's see. You don't take credit cards, do you? Good morning, young lady.
Good morning. Remember me? I'm Marquita. I sold you Girl Scout cookies last year, and it's that time of year again. Would you like to buy some?
Oh, sure. I'd be very happy to. Why don't you come with me? We'll sit down, talk about it, see what kind of new cookies you have.
A lot of girls don't really ask for the order. They just chat with people. And the people have to ask, well, what are you selling? And then they'll probably start telling them. But otherwise, they would be shy and they wouldn't tell them what they were selling or anything.
What kind of cookies would you recommend?
All of them.
All of them, huh? That's what you call
You have to ask for the order. Which ones would you like to buy?
A professional salesperson can learn something from her. Because she's very honest, and she's trying to do a job, and she wants to be number 1.
Excuse me, but would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? It's to help raise money for girls who don't have enough money to go to camp.
Well, which is the new cookie? Which is the latest cookie?
I think it's really important to know what goes into what you're selling, because some people might ask you, what are Samoas, or what are rancheros, or something like that, and you'll say, well, I don't know, and then they'll think that you're not that good a salesperson.
Simone's. I think I take 2 Simone's.
I don't just quit after there's nobody who wants to buy. If there's like a long time and nobody comes in or something, we'll just find another place to go, like in the laundry room. Hi, Abby. Hi, Lori. But some of the other girls don't like to sell cookies, and they get annoyed when somebody doesn't want to buy.
I think so. I just bought some, as a matter of fact, about 2 days ago from another Girl Scout.
Have you tried our new granolas?
Well, I ordered some from her. I ordered 4 boxes of cookies, and granolas was one kind.
Thank you very much anyway. Maybe you'll buy from me next year.
Oh, I'd like to do that. I'll see you next year.
All right.
Bye.
I like selling because it gives you something to do besides watch TV and go to the movies. Or you can meet people you haven't met before, and you can go places where you haven't been before. Wrote about big construction sites, just like the one on Fifth Avenue.
I bet we can sell a lot.
I bet we can sell over 100 boxes.
Maybe 200.
Maybe 300. Hello, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
What kind you got?
The Samoas are coconut with chocolate on top. The rancheros are vanilla and chocolate, and we try
How much
the
out of your box? Maybe next time, okay?
Okay.
No, thank you. Maybe next time.
They're really good.
No, thank you.
Thank you anyway. Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
Oh, yes, I would.
I really like people, and I really like meeting people, too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, all right. By the way, when do we get these cookies? Will you bring them around? Will you deliver them?
Yes, sir.
Hi, are you Marquita Andrews?
Yes.
There's a lot of cookies. Do you sell them all yourself?
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to show us the way?
I think it's important to keep people happy year after year because if I do, maybe they'll buy more. Because a lot of people, when I meet them, well, they say that they'll double their order because they like the cookies so much, and that we keep them happy and they don't have any problems about getting their cookies. Bye. I sold this year 2,100 boxes of Girl Scout cookies, and I didn't think I could do it, but I was wrong. If I had to tell people how to sell, I'd tell them that you must set a goal if you want to sell something, and you have to really like what you're going to do, or else just forget it. Which reminds me, would you like to buy a raffle ticket for my school? It costs $1.
All right, this awesome. So this next film is a sponsored film. So it's interesting because it's actually sponsored by Johnson & Johnson, and it's about kind of self-esteem issues. It's made for girls in middle school, junior high, high school, and it's about it purports to be about self-esteem, and it was actually distributed in North Carolina by the state. But it's an ad for Johnson & Johnson products, so see how many you can see in this, and how many of those products are loosely related to what the woman is talking about, or what the girl is talking about. Here's I Have to Be Me. Enjoy.
Oh, wow.
It's natural to want to look good to other people.
It makes me feel really good when people think I look good. It just makes me have pride in myself.
It's also natural to want to feel good about yourself.
Like I have to feel I look okay, like my clothes match and my makeup's right and my hair's clean and it's, you know, the way I want it to be. I mean, I have to be me.
Look out.
Oh, it's a tree.
How do you feel about yourself? How do you look to other people? And is there any connection between the two? Let's see. We talked to a number of high school girls about what they do to feel good about themselves and to look good to others. Erica?
I like to feel that I'm clean. I got clean skin, and I've got clean hair. Doesn't really matter how clean I look to anybody else, but if I feel clean and if I feel good about myself, then I'm fine.
Greta?
I mean, when you think about it, standing there in front of the mirror and washing your face and all this stuff, and it just feels like, why am I doing it?
Why are you doing it? Why not just be natural?
Oh, come on now. Not everybody can be natural. I mean, not everybody's born with, you know, really beautiful skin and beautiful hair and everything, so you gotta do a little bit more.
Well, what do you think you have to do to look natural?
Well, one thing, I cannot go without washing my hair. I could not, oh, forget it. I have to wash my hair every single night.
Teens are likely to have oily hair, so frequent shampooing, even daily, is needed to help remove excess oil.
Okay, swing towards the chair.
It's the ability of each hair to reflect light that makes a shiny head of hair.
Smile. Good.
Dirt covers up the shine, and sun, wind, and salt water can dim it too.
I love it when it's all just kind of, you know, clean and all wavy and stuff.
All right, eyes back towards me. Good.
Nancy?
I think that people would try not to be so concerned about the way they look and be more concerned about other problems that are going around besides just trying to look good for something or for themselves. But I think if somebody's going to judge me just on the way I look, you know, that's not being very fair.
Is there anything about your appearance that isn't important to you?
I think my hair, brushing my hair.
Brushing does help to remove flakes of dead skin that are normally found on the scalp. It also helps distribute natural oils the full length of the hair, which helps prevent the ends from drying and splitting.
I'm sorry. Nancy's due in here in a couple of speeches. Sergeant, would you stand in for Nancy until she gets here, please?
Oh, look who's here.
I didn't know this time was.
Okay, we're one
It's just natural for me to get up every morning and brush my hair. I don't want to give a bad impression to people either.
Jane?
First impression has to be on appearance. There's no other way. And so I think that grooming is important because, you know, you have to present something which shows your insides, I think.
Well, working with clay, creating something, shows what you're like inside, too.
It's a good feeling to be able to, you know, mold something with your hands. The only thing about it is clay really dries out your skin. Amazing.
But in spite of that, you seem to think it's worth it.
It's not quite the same if you see something in a store that you really like and you buy it as when you make it yourself.
Why is it so different, do you think?
Oh, when I take something out of the kiln, I feel really good.
Why?
Because you feel proud of yourself. You think you're not as dumb as you thought you were.
Jennifer, is there one thing that helps you to feel good about yourself?
My dancing and my ballet and my modern dance also. But you see, I'm not a fantastic dancer, but I get enjoyment out of it. Not just the beauty of it, but the control and the different qualities put into it.
All the way down, face the center.
Is the way a person looks to other people important, do you think?
I don't think it should be important because I think people's personality has a lot to do, most to do with it. And there's certain things about you can't help the way you look.
Well, what do you think is wrong with the way you look?
All right, the thing that bothers me most is my skin.
90% of all adolescents do have some skin problem. During the teen years, the oil glands in the face are very productive. Skin pores may become blocked with natural oil that oxidizes and forms a plug, a blackhead. The gland keeps producing, and if the oil can't escape, the site can become infected and a pimple will result. Do you do anything special for your skin, Jennifer?
I just wash it all the time with soap about 3 times a day.
The best protection is prevention. To begin with, washing with mild baby soap and water at least twice a day and rinsing thoroughly removes the excess oil and helps prevent skin eruptions. A final rinse of cold water constricts the small blood vessels and leaves the skin temporarily less oily.
And, you know, stay away from greasy foods and ice cream. Ha, stay away. I'm not very good at staying away from ice cream. Anyway, just keep it as clean as possible.
Cutting down on fatty foods and sugary desserts is helpful. Severe skin problems should be seen by a dermatologist, a doctor who specializes in skin care. What is your personal grooming like, Vivian?
I guess it's just things that I just do without thinking about. I get up and brush my teeth and take a shower in the morning. After I get out the shower, I put powder all over. It just makes me feel, I don't know, nice and smooth. I like the smell of it.
Okay, that's outside. Is there anything that makes you feel good inside?
I like to sew. Like last year, I went to the junior prom, and I looked at the dresses they had in the stores, and they were like $30 and $40. And I made mine for $10, even with everything, the thread and everything.
3 yards. 3 yards?
But besides saving money, does making your own clothes do anything for you?
When I made something for myself, I feel great, you know. I've done it, no one else has it. I mean, when I wear something I make, it's me.
Kathy?
I try to stay at the right weight. But I love food.
Everybody has a different body structure and a different metabolism. Some people have a tendency to put on weight, while others wish they could add a few pounds. So the amount and type of food eaten to maintain good health varies with the individual.
I like a well-balanced diet. I like fruits, and I like meat, and I like cheese, and all sorts of things. So it keeps me fit.
Say hi. The ball's going to come back to you. You run to the left side.
Weight is controlled by the number of calories eaten and the amount of activity which burns up the calories. A calorie is a unit of energy value of food. Everyone's daily diet should include the basic foods: milk, fruits and vegetables, meat, fish or poultry, and bread or cereal.
I don't try crash diets because I feel like I'm missing something, so I don't like to do it. I think the main thing is exercise, because if you feel fit, then you look fit, and if you look fit, well, then you feel fit. So I really like to go out and ride bikes or just anything, and especially outdoors, because I like the fresh air.
The oxygen we need to live enters the respiratory system through the action of the lungs and diaphragm as we breathe. Exercise makes the heart muscles contract more quickly and speeds up the flow of oxygen-bearing blood through the body and to the muscles. Using muscles makes them stronger and the body firmer. Susan?
I love to be with people, because I think people are so interesting. I mean, they're so weird. So many things about a person that you never learn. I mean, you could sit forever and just talk with one person and still not know everything about them.
Oh, my lady, winter to fields of spring I run. As the snow melts and returns green pasture.
Hungry.
Now time for session of the sun.
Is there any connection between the way you look to other people and how you feel about yourself?
I think that if you look good, other people will think you look good, and that's going to make you feel good. But you have to think yourself is beautiful outside and inside. I mean, everybody has something about them that is beautiful. And maybe somebody hasn't brought it out in them yet, or maybe it's just hidden and they don't know it's there, but it will come out sooner or later, I think.
Time for dinner.
We also ask some boys what they think makes a girl attractive.
She has to be nice. She has to have a nice personality, you know. No matter how pretty a girl is, if she doesn't have a nice personality, she just can't be that nice.
Friendly, nice, you know, has a sense of humor. She even looks good. That too.
She has to care about the way she looks.
Well, I think just a girl being herself makes herself beautiful.
I like a girl who likes me.
Right, what about L.A.?
Well, it's breaks.
There's thing in between. Yeah.
No, we can go to which one? Bean sandwiches, green or green? Yeah, South Deep Heights. Yeah, we'll have it.
What's that? Anthony Dutch, yes. That's gonna be great.
This next film is made for salespeople, and it is Nothing But Lookers, and it's basically about how even if you don't have what the customer is looking for, you might be able to help them in a way that results in a sale or in a future sale. So here is Nothing But Lookers. Enjoy.
You have a shopping list? Yeah, I had to. I haven't been shopping in weeks, and boy, does it pile up. Look at this. Yep, my list is just as long. Hope we can get a lot done today. Let's start right over here with gloves. Good. I know exactly what I want. Here we go. The charge of the Light Brigade.
Miss, I'd like to see some gloves to match this handbag, please.
No, sorry, we don't have a thing in that color. Oh, dear. Nothing? Doesn't matter whether it's fabric or leather. No, nothing in that color. Well, at least you didn't have to wait.
But I really needed some gloves.
Well, let's try across the aisle. We both need blouses for our new suits. You ask first.
Could you help us, please? I'd like a light blue blouse, size 14, something washable. Nylon, I guess.
No, I'm sorry. I sold the last light blue in nylon just this morning. Why don't you try us again in a week or two?
What about a white in a 16? In a Lady Devonshire?
No, we don't carry Lady Devonshire. Never have.
We're getting nowhere fast. I think to save time, we better separate and meet in the men's department, okay?
Okay, maybe we'll have better luck. See you later.
Oh, this is lovely. Absolutely perfect for my sister-in-law. Do you have it in a 32?
No. The only 32 is on the display.
Oh, fine. I'll take it.
Oh, no. I couldn't possibly take it off the display.
Oh, dear.
I'm looking for a counter on hinges to put in my kitchen between the range and the refrigerator. The size ought to be...
No, I'm sorry. We don't have anything like that. Rarely get a call for that sort of thing.
I know it exists. Could you tell me where else I might look?
No, I haven't the slightest idea. We just sell kitchen tables.
No, nothing in that color.
No, I'm sorry. I sold the last light blue in nylon just No, this morning. we don't carry Lady Devonshire. Never
Oh,
have.
no. I couldn't possibly take it off the display.
No, we don't have anything like that. Rarely get a call for that sort of thing.
No.
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 No. No. No. No.
Think this is an exaggeration? You're right, but it does make a point. Every single day, eager shoppers are turned into frustrated lookers. They come to buy, full of anticipation, and leave empty-handed. Disappointed with a big, lazy no. Discouraged with a quick and easy no. True, these particular customers asked for items that weren't in stock, but not the slightest attempt was made to satisfy their needs and interests with a good substitute. Not the slightest attempt was made to meet the first essential of a successful sale, to make every possible thoughtful effort to encourage each individual to buy something out of the mass of merchandise in stock. These customers came in with every intention to spend money, They had definite shopping targets. Yet, no one ever tried to help them in the right direction. Indifferent, negative selling made them nothing but lookers.
How'd you make out? I wound up with one toothbrush. How about you? No luck either. All I could cross off my list was a lipstick. Well, see if we can at least find some pajamas.
I see you've already discovered one of the best buys in the store.
They're very nice, but my husband prefers the kind Atlas makes, in a C.
Yes, I know Atlas. It's an excellent brand. We don't carry it, but let me show you something very much like it in quality and style.
What did you say? He said yes.
I said I'd like to show you something very similar that I think you'll like.
Oh, dear, I wonder if he'll want another kind.
Well, it has a special feature that will really add to his comfort. See how easily it gives at the waist? It won't bind. That's because of the set-in panel.
Atlas doesn't have this?
Oh, no. It's an exclusive. It's very popular. I'm sure your husband will appreciate it. Fine, soft cotton, carefully tailored.
Well, let me think for a minute. Why don't you take care of my friend here?
You take all the time you want. Now, what can I find for you?
Well, I'm looking for something to give my husband, too. He's going on a very important business trip, and I'd kind of like to surprise him.
Fine. If your husband travels, here's a good gift idea. It's very handsome and really useful. A lightweight robe in a handy case.
Yes, it is beautiful, but he already has a robe.
Well, this is a special travel weight. It's very convenient and light, just a few ounces. Is his robe as light as this one?
No, it isn't.
Well, this is great when your husband's on the move. Never wrinkles, packs in just a few seconds in this little case, and takes up hardly any room. It's washable, too.
His robe has to be dry cleaned. It's a nuisance.
Sally, don't you like these pajamas? I do.
Oh, they're elegant. He'll love them. And look at this. Isn't this a perfect gift for Bill?
Oh,
Obviously, the first condition of a successful sale is about to happen. The customer is buying. Buying merchandise that meets her needs. But it wasn't without effort on the salesman's part. He responds optimistically and positively to every request. Mr. Edwards is a man who can't say no. And because he can't say no, his customers say yes.
Hi, Miss Hodges. How are you today?
Oh, not so good, Mr. Edwards. I've had nothing but lookers.
Really? Everyone I've talked with was in a buying mood.
I wonder what it takes to make them buy.
Alright, so this next film is actually kind of part of the series of the previous film, which is called Sales Building Role. And again, you'll see a lot of some of the same actors and some of the similar vibe. And so these would be shown to potentially like a department store, or if someone took sales training, this would be a way to kind of say like, oh, okay, here's what here's techniques you can use to seal the deal. So here is Sales Building Role. Enjoy.
What's it made of? Fab-like. Strong? Definitely.
Wears well?
Very well.
Hold a suit?
Easily.
In stock?
Got in stock.
Delivery?
Immediate.
I'll take it.
Charge?
Charge and send.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cat. Hold it a minute. I'm worn out just watching you guys. Mr. Edwards, you did your usual fine job of selling a customer who's in a hurry. But that's not what we're after today. We're not demonstrating speed. We want to dramatize the way to build a sale.
You know, I'm not an actor. I'm a salesman. All of this is new to me. Your customer wasn't in the right mood for me to try to boost the sale. If that's what you're after, slow him down a little, and then I can sell him in a different way.
Fine. We want to move the customer toward better merchandise with helpful information and advice, or at least try. Get him to trade up, but no high pressure, okay?
From here?
No, take it from the top again. Normal pace, from your entrance, please. Mr. Edwards, play it exactly as you would in the store.
Right.
Scene one, take two.
Action.
Good morning. I see you have your eye on our airline luggage.
That's right. I need something for business trips. It's good looking and easy to carry. How about this?
Yes, this is a big seller, lightweight construction. It'll hold your suit and accessories very neatly. Do you fly a lot?
I sure do. I go on overnight trips all over the country.
Say, I have something here that's just great for quick trips by air. It's designed to fit under the seat of an airplane. That'll eliminate waiting for your luggage at airports. A big time saver.
Say, that's pretty nice. It's a beauty. Nothing I like better than really good leather. Isn't the leather kind of heavy for carrying around?
You know, there's only a couple of pounds difference between these two. Try it. It has a light aluminum frame. After all, you're only going to carry one change of clothes.
That's right. This one's really a knockout.
When you use something a lot, I think that it ought to be the kind that you enjoy the most. You'll notice that the manufacturer calls this the first-class traveler.
I can see why. I wonder how it'll look after I've used it for a while.
Well, the leather will darken. It mellows with age, so to speak, gets more beautiful. And it's reinforced at the corners to take a lot of wear. It's good for a long time. And notice how well organized these fittings are.
Well, I use luggage so much. Maybe I ought to give myself a present and get something special.
Cut. Good, Jim. Looks to me like the customer was sold what was right for him, what he needed. He bought luggage that he likes, and it'll give him good service. But if the salesman hadn't taken control and presented the advantages of better quality, none of this would have happened, right? Okay, now let's get on to this other situation. Mrs. Logan, will you step in, please? Now, this time, we want to show another way to boost the total. The quick, easy extra sale that can be made after the first purchase is decided on. This depends on some logical, well-timed suggestions from you, Mr. Edwards. The idea is to help the customer buy all that's needed and wanted. Okay?
Scene two, take one.
Action.
I know your husband will appreciate your choice.
Well, thank you for helping me decide. It's a handsome piece.
Well, since you like this so much, may I show you a companion to it? This matching attaché case, just as handsome, isn't it?
Oh, that's lovely. Perfectly lovely. But I hadn't planned to buy anything else today. No. No, thank you.
Well, maybe your husband's birthday is coming up.
Not his birthday. But we do have an anniversary in a few weeks. He already has an attaché case, but it's kind of tired looking. He uses it so much. He'd be tickled with this, I know. In fact, I can't think of anything he'd like more. Well, I hadn't intended to, but it'll be wonderful to have his gift all taken care of.
It's a good feeling to have just the right gift already, isn't it? Would you like a luggage tag attached to each piece? This is a good design. I can have your husband's name printed on them.
Yes, please do. The bags are too beautiful to risk losing.
Cut. That ought to do it nicely. It shows the power of good suggestions in this sales building process.
Well, just one thing. We don't want to mislead people to think that the customer always accepts every suggestion. They don't. But a refusal isn't a tragedy. No thank you just means that at least you made a try. Most tries pay off.
Right. And if you don't try to improve the quality or the quantity of the sale, Customer isn't helped and nobody's satisfied. Hey, what's with you two?
We just wanted to ask Mr. Edwards if his store had this leather luggage in stock.
I guess we're sold.
All right, so this next film is another sponsored film in that we have talked in the past, and probably have shown this in the past, but Walter J. Klein was an educational filmmaker in North Carolina, in Charlotte, and he was also an advertiser and did advertising campaigns. Like, he came up with Texas Pete, he came up with advertising Chimney Rock, and also South of the Border. He helped them kind of come up with a kind of an absurdly insulting, mildly racist way to sell what was essentially a truck stop that had cheap beer. But this is a bus safety film, but it's brought to us by the fine folks at, well, why don't you just find out? So here is Mr. Johnson. Oh, good morning, Mr. Johnson. Enjoy.
Morning. Morning, Will. Morning, Bob.
Weather. Currently, we have scattered showers throughout the area, but look for sunny skies early this morning. Down to the low 60s tonight. I'll be right back with the...
Morning, J.D.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Have a nice breakfast?
French toast.
Oh. Good morning, dear.
Good morning.
Good morning, Betsy.
Karen, wake up. You're going to be late for the bus.
Morning, Dave. Long before my bus passengers woke up this morning, I got up, dressed, ate breakfast, and got on my way to school. I've been driving buses for 18 years, the same system where I went to school as a child.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Morning, Bob. I have a lot on my mind today, and every day, just like parents and teachers. But I'll give all the attention I can to each youngster on my bus. What's on my mind is the quality of my driving, and what's happening on the road and on my bus this morning. What's on my mind is safety. I love my work. I enjoy these children. Some I've known 3 or 4 years. Okay, kids, no crowding or pushing on the steps.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Why do I remind you not to crowd or push?
Because I might fall down and get hurt.
Right. They're quick learners, because they see the right and wrong ways of riding the bus 10 times a week. Why do I tell you to sit down the minute you get on our bus?
Because I might fall when you start up.
Right. They know to sit down right away and stay seated. They know it's best to be quiet and not get into any horseplay that might distract me. What do I do when there's horseplay?
You stop the bus.
Right again. My kids know that bus safety starts early, on the way from home to the bus stop. They stay well away from the road, facing traffic, or on the sidewalk. They wear light-colored clothing or reflective material.
Where's Karen? Uh-oh, here comes the bus.
Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Jenny. Morning, Joseph.
Morning, Mr. Johnson.
Good morning, Timmy.
Morning, Mr. Johnson.
Morning, Fred.
Morning, Mr. Johnson.
Hey, Ernie.
Hello, Mr. Johnson.
Hello, Leah.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Morning, Melissa. Hold it. What must you hold when you get on and off the school bus?
The grab bag.
You are very smart today. Morning, Mary. Is it safe to run to the bus when you're late?
No.
I'll wait for you. So don't run across the street anymore, okay?
Okay.
And if I have to drive off without you, that isn't too bad. It's better to be late to school or not even come. Or run in front of a car and get hurt, right?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
All right, children. What should Karen have done this morning that she didn't do?
Walk across the street. Don't run. Get up earlier. Eat a good breakfast. Look before crossing the road.
Exactly. All of us need to get up in plenty of time to eat a good breakfast without rushing. Then to get our books and lunch and clothing together, and say our goodbye to our family, and walk to the bus stop and line up in plenty of time before I drive up. Right? Right.
Come on with me. Bus isn't here. I'll take you in my car. It's right over there.
Natalie, is that man bothering you?
Oh, there's your bus.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
You know I always tell you that our bus is like a school on wheels, right? Well, we've learned something again today. That man you talked with had no business being around our school bus stop, or talking with Natalie. You ever seen him before, Natalie?
Yes, sir, at the grocery store.
Well, whether you've seen a grown-up before or not, use your head when someone comes up to you on the way to this bus or on the way home. And most people we meet in life are good people, worth knowing. But there are some folks that do crazy things, and I don't want crazy things to happen to my little friends. If you ever feel something bad is going to happen, go right ahead and yell and run. That's good. Okay? Oh, and Natalie, you tell your parents about this afternoon, okay? And I'll report it too.
Here he comes.
Michael, don't ever crawl under the bus.
All right, young people. What did you just see?
That boy kicked his lunchbox under the bus.
Then he crawled under the bus.
He shouldn't have done that.
The kids told the driver. And the driver came out of the bus.
You are all very good students this morning. So, we saw a bad thing happening, and we saw good things happening, didn't we? Now, the boy should never have crawled under the bus. Why?
The bus could run over him.
Yes. Now, the other students did just right. They told the driver quickly. You think that little boy will ever crawl under a school bus again?
No!
I really want my passengers to know about bus safety. I think it will help them all their lives, especially when they grow up and start driving their own cars. It's 7 times safer to ride in the school bus than their own family car. We bus drivers need everyone's help to keep our school buses safe. I make them aware that 1 out of every 3 American school children rides a school bus. I ask them to use their heads, to develop good judgment about when to cross the road, and when to report something happening on the bus that they think should not be happening.
Mr. Johnson, Johnny spilled the bubbles.
Uh-oh.
Now, we are losing important minutes because of this little problem. So that is a very good reason not to play with things on the bus that can cause a problem. This floor of ours needs to be kept clean and dry all the time, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Inside, folks. You can get hurt very badly sticking your hands and arms outside the window. Don't even stick the tip of your finger out.
Could you give me some more bubbles?
Nope. We only stop where we're supposed to. And we mustn't let our things get in the way. We might stumble over them and fall. And we know that, don't we? Oh, sure, we have a problem once in a while, but we talk it out and learn from it. They never argue because we have nothing to argue about. I'll put my youngsters up against any other busload in this county. They have the safety smarts, my kids. They know not to talk to the driver except when asked. They know a kid who behaves badly will be reported. I encourage my kids to read quietly and do homework on the bus. They know to stay in their assigned seats and never to ask me to stop in an unscheduled place. We have emergency drills 2 or 3 times a year, and the kids know how to use the emergency door. They're even sharp about writing down license numbers of cars that don't stop when they're supposed to. Karen? I like to feel I'm an important part of their education, like parents and teachers.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I'll see you this afternoon.
See you this afternoon, Karen.
so to round out this show, let's just watch a bunch of TV ads that I happen to have. So some of these we've shown before, but it's been a while. So here's a bunch of TV ads. Enjoy.
It's Kenner's Betty Crocker Easy Bake Mini Wave Oven. Preheat 15 minutes, light bulb not included.
You can mix up a yellow and a chocolate cake. You can have lots of fun with an easy bake. In just 10 minutes, it's done just right. To frost, share, taste, bite.
The Betty Crocker Easy Bake Mini Wave Oven with Betty Crocker mixes from Kenner.
Kenneth Scout Walker revised full tune.
We've been hit. Going for repairs.
Scout Walker, Vehicle Maintenance Energizer, and Action Figure each sold separately.
Tough battle at it, Commander? Rebel ambush. Recharge the overdrive unit. Recharging, sir. Check the leg for battle damage. Looks bad, but this'll fix it. Lasers at full power, sir. Let's go! We're fully operational. Good hunting, sir.
Scout Walker, Vehicle Maintenance Energizer, and Action Figure each sold separately from Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection.
It's Denver. People get hit with tough colds, so they hit back fast with Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine.
The Denver cold will go through you like a piece of ice.
I get headaches all the way to the back of my head.
My nose runs. The stuffiness that you get in your head, like you feel like you got cotton stuffed in there.
I like Alka-Seltzer Plus because it relieves these symptoms.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Fast relief for the Denver cold. Fast relief for you.
Try Alka-Seltzer Plus. You wouldn't have to believe how good it makes you feel.
Very simply, Alka-Seltzer Plus for me works.
When you go for a fling on the flume, is he sitting far downstream?
Get search, get closer.
When you book a cozy little table for two, do you find something has come between you?
Get search, get closer.
Only Certs has flavor crystals and Retsin for great taste and fresh breath that lasts over an hour. When you want a smooch, does she call the pooch?
Get search, get closer.
Judy, got a surprise for you.
Yes, Will.
Crunch and munch.
Crunch and munch. Nuts.
Yes, and popcorn, too. Taste that candy coating. It's not caramel, not a sugary glaze.
That's rich, sweet, buttery. Buttery, that's toffee. That's popcorn and peanuts and toffee with real butter. I like crunch and munch.
Like?
Well, it's hard to say love right away.
Where's Sydney?
Upstairs, playing.
Ah, it's a good time to frost my cake.
Someone thinks your cake is pretty good without frosting.
Sydney, you're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Duncan Hines. Our cake's so moist, even unfrosted, the taste comes alive.
He says he couldn't help himself. It's so delicious.
He's right.
Harry.
Duncan Hines Light Deluxe 2 and pudding recipe. So moist and delicious, they might not wait till they're frosted.
The Glamour Gals collection. Here's Danny in silver shimmer. You can pose her, comb her hair, play with her in the party place, sold separately. A spin-around house with 3 rooms and movable furniture.
Let's fix the furniture for the party. Then we have to prepare the barbecue. Look, Danny's dancing.
Glamour Gals.
The Glamour Gals collection party place. You have to put it together. Danny in silver shimmer, sold separately. New from Kenner.
Where's Sydney?
Upstairs, playing.
Ah, it's a good time to frost my cake.
Someone thinks your cake is pretty good without frosting.
Sydney, you're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Duncan Hines. Our cake's so moist, even unfrosted, the taste comes alive.
He says he couldn't help himself. It's so delicious.
He's right.
Harry.
Duncan Hines Light Deluxe 2 and pudding recipe. So moist and delicious, they might not wait till they're frosted.
Smell that bacon. Nothing can penetrate this stuffy nose.
This can.
Hall's Mentholyptus?
With vapor action. Hall's vapor action penetrates deep into clogged nasal passages to help your stuffy nose feel clearer, while Hall soothes your throat to help you cough.
Hey, this is something. The bacon? No, the Halls.
For penetrating relief, get Hall's Vapor Action. Now in new ice blue, too.
The family gathers, new babies here, and great-grandmother knows it's clear that it wouldn't be home without Hellmann's.
At times like this, family traditions are important, like Hellmann's Real Mayonnaise. It's the best, the one you depend on to make all their favorite foods taste terrific.
Everything was great, Grandma. And it wouldn't be home without Hellmann's.
Playing hands and M&M's.
Chocolate candies.
Praying hands and M&M's.
All hands love M&M's, 'cause the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Fresh roasted peanut in the center. Milk chocolate and a candy shell. Elated hands and M&M's. Deflated hands and M&M's.
All hands love M&M's, 'cause the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
M&M's chocolate candies.
Strumming hands and M&M's.
Chocolate candies.
Strumming hands and M&M's.
All hands love M&M's, 'cause the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
There's a rich milk chocolate center covered with a colorful candy shell. Slapping hands and M&M's.
Clapping hands and M&M's. All hands love M&M's, 'cause the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
M&M's chocolate candies.
Now this dollhouse is an antique.
How can you tell? No Pampers. Pampers? I was thinking of trying a newer brand. Why? Dryness is what quilted Pampers are all about. Pampers Susan wore when she was born were good, but these quilted Pampers stay twice as dry. Twice as dry? Sure. Wet both and wait. Quilted Pampers stay twice as dry. Dryer's gotta feel better. Sure does. And that advice is on the house.
Quilted Pampers stay twice as dry as before.
Is sinus driving you crazy with pressure, congestion, mean sinus headache? Want more than aspirin or cold capsules? Take a U-turn to Sinutab, extra strength Sinutab, with the most sinus headache pain reliever per dose without a prescription. 54% more per tablet than standard sinus remedies. Helps relieve pressure and congestion too. Take a turn to relief, a U-turn to extra strength Sinutab, the #1 selling extra strength sinus pain reliever.
Starburst fruit chews, a burst of refreshing fruit flavor for you. Tastes like mouth-watering orange, strawberry too, luscious lemon.
And now, a tempting new flavor, tasty, tangy cherry.
There's a burst of refreshing fruit flavor for you in Starburst fruit chews, naturally and artificially flavored.
Is sinus driving you crazy with pressure, congestion, mean sinus headache? Want more than aspirin or cold capsules? Take a U-turn to Sinutab, extra strength Sinutab, with the most sinus headache pain reliever per dose without a prescription. 54% more per tablet than standard sinus remedies. Helps relieve pressure and congestion too. Take a turn to relief, a U-turn to extra strength Sinutab, the #1 selling extra strength sinus pain reliever.
When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation of being in the snow-covered Alps. Yodelay, yodelay, hee-hoo. When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation of being in the snow-covered Alps. Yodelay, yodelay, hee-hoo.
Philip Brothers, a moment, please. Good morning. Maxwell House's coffee to relax with. Maxwell House will brighten up your day. Maxwell House. Please hold.
Good to the last drop, Maxwell House.
Relax with the great taste of Maxwell House coffee. Always good to the last drop.
I can connect you now. Thank you for waiting.
Good to the last drop, Maxwell House.
All right. Thanks for tuning in today. It was a pre-recorded show, but hopefully you enjoyed it just as much as when I'm here. If you like what you saw, hit the thumbs up button or the like button or the notification bell, or you can hit the super thanks button and donate to the AV Geeks. You can also donate at patreon.com/avgeeks or ko-fi.com/avgeeks, and or you can just watch videos that we have. Watch more videos. Bring your friends. Watch more stuff. That's what we like, is we want to get eyeballs on people. It's not about the money as much as using the money to get more films out to folks like you. Well, we appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you soon. Everybody take care.